So in the beginning of the film, we are shown a very big mining ship in space, which was going to collect resources for the Earth from another planet. Inside the ship, all the engineers and astronauts were sleeping in their sleeping pots. Spaceship was right in its place. It was on its way, but before reaching its destination, it collided with many Metroid spaceships in space. The size of the Metroids was very big, which caused considerable damage to this mining ship. Its pod got separated from the spaceship and started making an emergency landing, and in one such incident, a Metroid collided with another spaceship. In the escape plot we are shown that Andy was sleeping due to hibernation traps, but when the spaceship is in danger his AI wakes him up and prepares him for emergency landing and fills the oxygen in his suit, after which the AI itself robotic arms put him in a strange suit. Looking outside Andy's pod, many other escape pods like Andy were rapidly landing on another planet. But due to the bad atmosphere there, many bots were stuck on that planet. From landing, the first pots explode and the astronauts and engineers in them are killed. Along with all these pots, Anti's pot also crash lands on the mountainous region of the same planet. Due to the crash landing, Andy falls unconscious in his pot and he regains consciousness after a while. As soon as Andy regains consciousness from the memory of his family, the Edgar AI tells him to immediately get out of the pot. But due to a defect in the pot, all the openings were jammed. When Andy looked at his emergency equipment, he found flare gunk in it. There was no such thing because Andy was a junior engineer and his company had given all the flare guns to the seniors. He comes here with his brains and tries to get out by breaking the window of his pot with some hammer type thing lying with him, but the broken glass of the suit started damaging it and oxygen started leaking out of it. Then he came inside and sealed his suit, and then his AI told him that your pot has started burning, and if you want to save your life, then get out of it quickly. Come out of the pot without wasting even a minute. He came out, after which his ship got destroyed and suddenly he saw fire flying in the sky. This fire flying in the air was his destroyed spaceship which fell on this planet, and due to its falling there was a fire here. A huge explosion is heard, the wave of which picked up Andy as well and threw him several kilometers away from here. After all this, when Andy regained consciousness, he asked his AR where he was at this time. His AI told him that he was in an unknown place. They are on a planet that no one has discovered yet, and when D asks about the other survivors, the AI did not know anything about them as they were all very far away from them and they were not going to sit here. He saw a light at some distance and started moving towards it. On the way, he also saw his ship, which was badly damaged. He ignored it and moved ahead. He not only ignored the ship, but also the ships. He had also ignored the strange claw marks and blood marks that were on his body. On reaching light, his happiness knew no bounds because there was another survivor with him who was also very happy to see Andy alive. Now this astronaut thought that these two no one could survive except Divine, who worked in the communication center of their ship, and he knew very well how to send signals to the Earth. He had also installed a setup here to send signals to the Earth. He tells this to Andy. That it will take 8 months to send a message from here to Earth, and it will take 2 years for any emergency ship to reach here from Earth. They will have to survive by staying here for almost 9 years, and then there will be hope to return to Earth. But on hearing this, Andy became sad because he thought that they will not be able to go back. Then Devon encourages him and says that keep the ray of hope burning inside you, we will definitely go back, Andy, we will survive. How will we do it? In reply, Devon says that we are proud of all the people who have died here. One can survive on meat for 3 years, because it is very cold here and the dead bodies will not get spoiled. Despite his reluctance, Andy has to agree to everything he says. During their conversation, Andy's foot gets stuck in a wire. Gets stuck and the wires fall off the equipment and Andy turns back to fix it. While he was fixing the wire, we see a strange giant creature attack his partner and take him away from there, and Andy, when Beach looked, his partner was nowhere to be seen. He got confused that how could someone disappear so quickly. He had got away, but now Andy had to send a message to Earth. He used his machine in the manner told by Dwayne. And sends a message to Earth. From here he also took a gun worth ton because it was going to be very useful for him in the future. Andy was now looking for a place to stay here, but he could not find any place far and wide. His AI tells him that his suit doesn't have enough oxygen left, Hearing this as the frustration increases further and he starts shouting loudly, but then he hears someone's voice on his radio. It was Naomi's voice, his senior astronaut who also survived this time. Naomi contacts her and tells her that my dung is stuck in my pot, please come and help me save me, but Anti-SAI scans and tells that Nubmi's pot is so far away from him that it will take him 2 days to walk to it and he doesn't have that much oxygen. Then she tells him to come to her and help her. I have enough oxygen with which we both can stay alive. Ignoring the words of his AI, he had left to save Nami's life. Day turned into night and he was getting tired of walking. He went there and then suddenly, he heard a scary growling sound from behind. When he looked back, he could not see anyone there. He asked the AI a euro to scan, but the AI a euro was also unable to scan much in the dark. And AI explained the reason that the company had given the juniors the AI a euro of the old model which was able to scan more in the dark. Andy cannot do it, and he did all this to save money. Hearing this, Andy gets more shocked. Andy felt that there is some creature here, but Andy thought it to be his illusion because he has not seen any creature with his own eyes till now. Moving a little further, he saw strange holes on the ground which looked like someone's footprints. While following them, he went ahead and saw a very big hole, and he understood that some creature like a spider lived here. He informs Naomi about this as well. He was about to run away in fear, but his AI scanned and told him that many of his members are around him. He sees that his members are also coming close to him while walking. Were coming, and when he was trying to contact them through radio, no one responded to him, and he understood that all his companions must have been attacked and eaten by these spider-like aliens, and their stomachs must have been filled with blood. All these signals are coming from inside. Right now he was thinking that he should go through the same situation again. Scary sounds started to be heard from his surroundings as if some creature alien was moving towards him. He even turned off the light of his helmet and hid there, but the creature was probably still able to see him and was moving towards him to escape from it. Andy attacks the aliens with the flare gun in his hand, whereupon all the creatures see him when there is light and start chasing him, and thus he learns that aliens find it better in light. You will be able to see it from here. Well, to escape from all the aliens who were after him, he started running, and while running he fell down from a big hill. Surprisingly, even after such a big accident, Andy was saved, and on top of that, that creature was attacking him. Because that creature could not come down, and in its stomach, we were able to see the signals of 4 other people like Andy. After falling here, Andy's suit had torn and oxygen was coming out of his suit. That's why he was able to escape from his express. He seals his suit, and then he hears someone's voice on the radio saying it was Dwayne whom we had seen earlier. Twin says to him, "Please help me, I am fighting this creature." NDP was surprised to know that Dwayne was almost alive, but he still did not have the courage to climb the hill and fight the creature again. He goes near and helps Dan. Then Naomi encourages him and says, "I hope you must be tired, but you should help the twins so that our chances of survival will increase." Thinking this and agreeing to Naomi, he runs towards the hill. He starts climbing up, and after climbing the hill he saw that Dwayne was bravely fighting with a dodo creature at one time and was attacking them with a flare gun. As soon as he saw Anti, he got a little distracted and turned back. A creature coming from there caught him and killed him. Here the cricketers had also seen Andy. They now turned towards Andy to kill him. And to save Andy, Naomi through her AI killed the AI a euro system of all the other pots. Turns it on, which all the lights of the pots turn on and all these creatures get destroyed towards those pots, and Andy gets a chance to escape. While running, Andy reached a strange place, which was extremely beautiful and was situated amidst the mountains. There were fireflies of purple gunner here. For some time Anti got lost in their beauty. Suddenly a firefly came and sat on his helmet. As soon as it sat on the helmet, the color of that firefly turned red, and many such fireflies were now on his suit. He also came and sat on the suit. As soon as he sat on it, all these fireflies started damaging his suit, due to which he realized that these fireflies are also dangerous. That is why he immediately removed these fireflies from his suit and ran away from here. While running away, his foot got stuck in a strange hole. He saw that it was not a hole, but a monster with a big mouth, who caught hold of him and started to come out. Andy felt very bad after seeing the things inside his stomach. Was about to vomit, and he was also feeling suffocated and started getting a heart attack. Seeing his condition, his AI immediately gives him an electric shock, due to which his own condition also improves, and along with that, this hobby is also transferred to this alien creature, due to which this alien the creature pushes Andy out of its mouth, and finally Andy escapes from it. Just after Andy was taken out of the mouth, The creature started chasing him again, and to save himself Andy ran ahead and used a tunnel to hide in it. He found a place, but coming here proved to be a mistake because this was a tunnel of the same fireflies from whom he was trying to escape, and these fireflies attacked his suit again, and due to the bursting of the suit, the oxygen in his suit also leaked out. Seeing that the oxygen was going down rapidly, Andy tells Naomi that maybe now I see a ant come to save you. I can only go back to the ship with as much oxygen as I have, and I hope I can find a hand pot there. I will go there from where I can refill oxygen and save my life. Hearing this, Naomi says that it is okay, you go to the ship, I will make some arrangements for myself, but Andy knew that she alone will not be able to survive. That is why he decides to save Naomi by putting his life in danger, and runs fast with Naomi towards so that he could reach Naomi as soon as possible. As he reached very close to Naomi, his oxygen level got reduced completely, but still he somehow managed to reach Naomi by dragging himself, and after coming on Naomi's pot, he falling down completely unconscious. Naomi immediately opens the mouth of her pot and takes Andy inside, and on getting oxygen, Andy regains consciousness. Here Andy sees that Naomi's leg was stuck, that is why she was not able to get out, she was with Andy. When he tries to pull out his leg, Andy feels a lot of pain. There was nothing they could do to free his leg. Then, Andy opens Naomi's emergency case and makes a lever by combining a few things. And help him, he manages to pull Naomi's leg out. Her leg got slightly fractured because it got stuck so badly, but luckily she survived. These people now take their repair spray and flare gun from here. They come out, and as soon as they come out, many creatures surround them, and they both have to run away from there to save themselves from them. But in the boat, Naok has pain in his leg, so his AI injects him with a high-dose medicine which cures him. So that they do not feel any pain, they keep on running. They showed their intelligence by keeping their direction towards the ship, and finally they reached that part of the ship which was in a little better condition. Here Nami was seen in the compartment of the ship in the same way she tries to open it, and in a short while she succeeds. Now when they went inside the ship, many creatures followed them, and Naomi immediately closed the door of the ship by cutting half of Rich's body. Andy was about to vomit after seeing this, but he held it very tight. With great difficulty they controlled themselves and moved forward. After a long time, these people heaved a sigh of relief. Before they could say anything, they saw that inside their spaceship a couple of gorillas had already entered. In order to escape from them, these people quickly go to another cabin and close the door there, and they realize that they have made a big mistake by coming here, because this is a gas, it was a chamber, and helplessly Andy started banging on the door, but the door was not opening. After getting stuck there, they had no other option but to talk to each other. Naomi says to him, "Why are you expecting so much? Why do you always talk about dying?" To which Anti says that it is better to die. Naomi tells him that I know there must be a big reason behind this. What about your family? Hearing this, he shows her the video of his family. He had a happy family, his wife and son loved him very much, but one day they had an accident in which both of them died and Andy survived. He tells her that it was all my mistake, I should have died but not them. Hearing this, Naomi says whatever happens happens for good. These people now hug each other here because they felt that this is their mistake. These are the last moments of life, but then Naomi notices that there are fireflies on Anti's suit, which were attacking her suit earlier as well. She picks up these fireflies and throws them on her door, due to which these fireflies fly along with the door. They also attack the aliens standing behind the door, who were repeatedly trying to break the door. Now the door was open and they had to run somewhere else to save themselves from here. When these people ran outside, another the creature started chasing them. How could they escape from it? Then Naomi gets an idea. She says that we will kill it by taking it under the skateboard, but it took 15 minutes for the emergency skateboard to be released. So they make a plan and ND decides to reach the skyport first. The skyport was at the bottom of the spaceship and it would have taken a lot of time to reach there, but when they see that the creature is behind them, both of them jump without any fear, and that creature also jumps into the spaceship with its big feet. Andy comes after them, trapping them, and sits in the escape pod and tries to turn it on, while now she makes herself the attraction of a trap and follows the creature to the escape port where Andy is going to release it. As soon as the creature comes under the escape board, Andy's escape board also gets released, and finally his life is saved from that creature. Due to falling under the escape board, there was a huge shock above, we came to know it turned out that this escape pod did not have enough energy to release it. To give it energy, Anti used all the energy of his suit, as a result of which he was killed. He had made this sacrifice to save Nomi. I understood this, and on seeing him dead I burst into tears. She burst into tears, but in the next second Andy opened his eyes and it was revealed that Andy was not dead, he was just unconscious. Seeing him alive, Naomi feels relieved. These people were so emotional at this time that they could not say anything to each other. They could not say anything. Suddenly light fell on their faces and they saw that it was morning. These people came towards the window of their spaceship and started looking at the beauty of this strange and dangerous planet. Whatever it was, both of them believed that this was a strange and dangerous planet. The planet was very beautiful, and now they had to live on this planet for the next 3 years, because only after 3 years a ship would come to rescue them. These people were going to support each other for 3 years, and Naomi and Dee were going to wait here. She holds his hand and the movie ends here showing just this.